Hey, it's Jazz, and this is Wildlife Matters. Today is Valentine's Day. It's the day of love and romance. And if you're watching this and you're home without a date this year, well, don't worry, you're not alone. Why don't we skip the romance for a bit and let's talk about something interesting. Let's say, have you ever wondered about how wild animals find their partners? Animals don't really experience romance, but they do have to eventually find their mate so they can reproduce and repopulate. The idea of romance may be foreign, but it's in their nature to fulfill their purpose, knowing that once they are mature, the goal is to repopulate and leave a generation behind. But sometimes the way they do it can be kinda odd, kinda nasty, kinda bizarre. So, today, we'll explore some really weird and nasty mating rituals that animals do. Number 1, the clownfish. Clownfish live in groups wherein they have a breeding pair of male and females, as well as non-breeding pairs as well. Females are always the largest of them all, but when the female dies, the largest male has to change sex and turn female. And in turn, the next largest male that's not for breeding will have to turn into a breeding male so that the two can end up becoming mates. So does that mean Marlin from Finding Nemo is gonna become a female? Number 2, giraffes. So the giraffes have a procedure known as the Flehmen sequence. This is what they do to know if the female is in estrus, meaning that it's ready to mate. So this is how it goes. The male nudges the female's rear end until she ends up urinating. And the male giraffe will taste her pee to see if she's ready. And if she is, he'll follow her around until she gives in and mates with her. And that's basically it. I mean, imagine having to taste your partner's pee. Not even your partner yet. Imagine having to taste a girl's pee to know if she's ready to be courted by you. That's so weird. Number 3, the flatworm. 2 words. Penis fencing. Penis fencing is what you be called. Penis fencing. Hindi ko masabi. Ang weird kasi magsabi ng penis eh. Penis fencing is what you call the mating behavior of many species of flatworms. Like snails, penis tuloy. Like snails, stop laughing. Flatworms are hermaphrodites, meaning they have both male and female organs. So they can play both the role of a male and a female. Now, flatworms will have to penis fence in order to see which one can win and become the male. So how they do it is they stab each other with each other's penis, and the first to inseminate wins. They do this by sitting halfway up and with their double-headed penis go in for a sword fight, just to earn their right to be the dad. This can last an hour and they can end up getting stabbed many times. And so, since whoever the loser is has to end up being the mom, he or, well, she now, will have to immediately search for food and start bulking up so that it can get all the nutrients it needs to start making eggs. Number 4, the praying mantis. The praying mantis can get a little bit cannibalistic while mating. It has been known that during courtship, females tend to bite off the heads of the males and end up eating their body parts. Now this doesn't always happen, but if the female is starving or irritated, she will resort to eating him. The good thing is though, when they end up eating the males, they actually acquire amino acids that end up in the eggs that they lay. Also, they end up laying twice as many eggs as they would normally. So I guess for the sake of reproduction, it has its benefits. Number 5, snails. Like I said, like the flatworm, snails are hermaphrodites, which again, like I said, means that they have both male and female organs. Before they mate, they shoot what is called love darts at each other. Now, these love darts are made out of calcium, which is the same thing that their shells are made of. So it's hard and as sharp as a needle. So they're gonna keep on firing these love darts at each other until the snail that gets the best shot ends up getting his sperm to survive in the other snail's body. Sounds painful and gross. And I guess for this we can say love dart wins. Number 6, honeybees. With honeybees, a virgin queen will fly to a site where thousands of male honeybees are waiting. While in flight, the males take their turn mounting the queen and inserting their guy parts onto her. But here's the crazy part. After mating, their genitals explode and snap off inside the queen. Morbid. And number 7, anglerfish. Of course, I had to put this in there. I know a lot of people know about this, but the anglerfish is probably one of the weirdest has probably one of the most weird mating rituals on the planet. So here's how it goes, in case you haven't heard of it yet. It's practically a horror story, okay? So, the male goes in search for a female that he can mate with. Once he finds one, he latches on until eventually his body fuses with hers. Not just his body, but even his skin and blood vessels become one with hers, and the female ends up sucking all the nutrients out of the male's body. Just like a parasite, until eventually they become one. Creepy, right? Well, just take a look at the pictures. So those are some of the most bizarre mating rituals in the animal kingdom. Of course, there are still plenty of more, but for today's episode, we are just talking about these 7. If you have any favorites or what's my favorite? If you have any of them you'd like to share, feel free to leave them in the comments down below and let's discuss. Have a great Valentine's Day, everyone, and don't forget that every piece of wildlife matters.